Hello everyone. Today is Thursday, July 10th, 2025 at 6:24 a.m. in the morning. So thankfully yesterday evening someone helped me with a surprise hotel night, and I got surprise help with a hotel night. So I left the library, and then I didn't know if it was gonna rain later on yesterday evening, but the rain had stopped by the time I walked towards the bus stop. Ooh, my hips hurt. Feels like almost like my whole body hurts, but mainly my hips hurt. But in this particular hotel room, like they have the smaller curtains that you can still see through, but they don't have the bigger curtains. So I had to try to come in a darker spot, because of the perps. So I try to come in a darker spot and try to do this video. My hips are hurting so bad. Excuse me. So I was gonna eat dinner near where the library is, but I was in the mood for um well I thought I was gonna get the opportunity to buy a buy one get one free buy one get one free excuse me. I thought I was gonna get a buy one get one free plate of jerk chicken, but it was about time for the that restaurant to close. But oh my hips hurt so bad I could scream and cry. So excuse me. So I had to wait, like, well, I don't know. I guess from when I got from the library, and I got from the library and then walked to the bus stop and then waited for the bus. And that video I have not uploaded yet, but it was like 20 something minutes that I got from the library and then waited probably like 10 minutes for the bus, and then got on the bus, and seems like I had a clumsy moment. I think on both buses that I rode, seemed like I was clumsy and kind of nearly fell, with the sleep deprivation and everything. And then between the first and the second bus, I had to wait almost a half hour for the second bus. I must have just missed the previous bus. You know, I mean, I must have missed the second bus connection and had to wait 30 minutes. And then I finally got here. and checked in and put my stuff down, got me a shower, and I was trying to look for that place for dinner, but then I needed some more rubbing alcohol so bad. So, with some of the extra funds, I got me some more rubbing alcohol. Um, and I need to sanitize and disinfect, you know, my bags and clothes and everything. I don't have enough extra. I didn't have like the cash because they don't have an ATM here. So I know they do have a bank nearby in the ATM, but I didn't want to be perped, you know, and I needed to make sure I had enough money for the, rubbing alcohol or whatever. So I'll just, sanitize and spray the clothes and the hoodie and the you know, and the bags and stuff. I switched the shirt. I switched the dress. But yeah, sorry for TMI, but even with the newer underwear that I wore, it's like I can only afford the cheap ones from fake Walmart. So, the I bought another 6 pair of undies, and excuse me, the first pair that I wore, it's torn up so much. It's just about need to be thrown away already. Oh, my hips hurt. Or I might just, instead of sanitizing the dress and you know, because the dress would be too big for me to hand wash, and I pressed for time for today to try to hand wash it and let it dry. So I'll just wear another dress and probably put the other dress and dirty underclothes in a bag. A smaller bag, and just maybe set it aside for laundry for another time. But I'll just sanitize and spray off the hoodie. Excuse me, the hoodie in my bags. That's what I'll do. You know. I just feel so dirty. Like even yesterday, riding the buses and everything, I just felt so dirty. But I've been trying to find ways to manage. Excuse me, to not. It's hard, Been trying to not. I've been trying to find ways to manage to not use um the rubbing 2 bottles of rubbing alcohol per bus ride. And then go and sanitize and spray all my belongings and stuff. I know that would be too much. So it's been hard trying to adjust with my OCD to be forced to tolerate um feeling dirty sometimes, you know, or letting myself be dirty sometimes. It just make me really cringe. Excuse me, not be on the verge of some freaking severe panic attacks or anxiety meltdowns or whatever. Um, but that was for a brief moment of I figure how do I change around or correct this habit really quick if I can't sanitize and spray the seats on the bus and the bus drivers won't give me ample time to put down the seat on the bus. Put down the trash bag on the bus. Like when I get on the bus, they refuse to lower the lift thing sometimes, or if they do, they don't lower it enough, or they do it halfway, on purpose, being, having an attitude. But it's amazing that when I get off the bus, they can put down and lift all the way when I get off the bus. But when I get on the bus, because walking upstairs, well, stairs or the bus lift or whatever, Well, I mean, it's just one step up. But, if they lower the lift down, it's easier for me to get on the bus with my disability. You know, um, and the bus drivers just get their, the perk bus drivers just get their kicks out of thinking they can make me look like a fool or look crazy. Excuse me. They have zero respect about my disability, and they bully gang up on me with passengers and mock and make fun of me and stuff. So I don't, I mean, they'll criminalize me for um, sanitizing and spraying, and it would take like less than a half a bottle. I mean, less than a half of the small 10-ounce spray bottle. It would take less than half of that just to spray off the seat, you know. And with the RTA buses, it's just all plastic, so you can spray and then wipe it down, or even if you don't wipe it down, just spray it down and then sit down. But the Jefferson Parish buses, those buses have cloth seats. So, even though they're thin, but they're cloth seats. So it's not, you can't really like spray and wipe. The seats are extremely dirty. And I feel like there's something wrong with me. I know I have OCD, but it's complex PTSD. But is there something wrong with me that you know other people, even, I mean, they can sit in a dirty chair like normal with no complaints, or no, oh, the seats are so disgusting, they're so gross. But yeah, like for many years, with being homeless and dealing with the OCD and everything. And I mean, in Pensacola, I used to get to go swimming and take a shower and change clothes and have an overnight locker, and have like a locker at the pool and have a whole storage unit. And now I can't even do that. Like if you go somewhere and go to the gym or swim or whatever, um, then is like before the end of the day is out, you got to take all your belongings with you. You know, so I don't have the opportunity to like take a shower and change clothes and just leave certain stuff. And no, I gotta lug everything with me, all day, every day. And that's what I have to keep my belongings to a minimum, because I'm already with this extra bag. You know, hotels that usually would let me, use their bathrooms. Oh, I got one too many bags, so I look obvious homeless, so they treat me with more discrimination, especially downtown. It's like with Pensacola, Florida, all over again. If they see you obvious homeless, then they treat you extra mean, and they're not nice, and they won't let you use the bathroom even if you try to be a paying customer at a restaurant or something. They just see you homeless and got one too many bags, and they whistle at you like a dog and then point out like you should leave. They whistle at you like a stray dog until you beat it, like Michael Jackson. So Um, and then I walk out of the restaurant or whatever with my head held down, wondering what I did wrong. Or sometimes, with me dealing with the narcissistic abuse and gang stalking, I will put them on film and record them, or, after I get kicked out or whatever, or I'll show the business name, you know, and be like, well, this place, Badlands, downtown Pensacola, they, kicked me out and banned me, as soon as I walk in. And this was on, I think it was Christmas, if it wasn't Christmas 2019, I don't remember when it was. 2019, 2020, they did that to me. Um, excuse me, but Yeah, and these businesses, they don't care that it's summer. They don't care that it's hot. Even if you offer to pay for water, they try to be stingy with the water and try to give you the smallest, or they want to charge you, or they don't want to give you any water at all. They don't want to sell you any water and just leave you walking around thirsty. You know. So, I mean, throughout the years in Pensacola, Florida, like from 2020 on through, probably before I left, like it would, like 1.5 to 2 bottles, 32-ounce bottles of the rubbing alcohol with my OCD and everything, it would last me on average like 1.5 to 2 bottles per day, you know, per day. And they had only one bus driver or two bus drivers that refused to let me, put down the trash bag on the seat, and they would rush and slam on the gas, not slam on the brakes, but slam on the gas, and won't even give me a chance to put down the trash bag on the seats and try to protect myself from the dirt and the filth of the seats and everything. And I would get into arguments with them. Two perp bus drivers in Pensacola who would treat me like that. Other bus drivers, even other certain perp bus drivers, they would wait and patiently let me put the trash bag down on the seat. Excuse me. But that one time, that Kentucky bus driver was a black woman, abusive and narcissistic and power hungry, and got on my case really heavy, you know, with trying to sanitize the seats. But when I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, riding those buses, the bus drivers and the passengers never complained ever about me spraying and sanitizing the seats. And I was able to save a lot of rubbing alcohol that way if I could just spray and sanitize the seat and then sit down. And I kept my transportation to a minimum with being here in New Orleans. So then I was forced to have to, after April 12th of this year, I was forced to have to let my OCD guard down. And I kept my transportation to a minimum. But then I'm like, damn, it's like I was forced to have to, the bus drivers being extra disrespectful with my OCD and on purpose. And, excuse me, with them being extra disrespectful with my OCD. And now I'm have to be forced to either use way more rubbing alcohol or be forced to tolerate being dirty and freaking out and having severe panic attacks. And no pill in the world is gonna change or help. I wish I had my own car, but I can't. They won't even let me have a job or earn a living. You know, it's like they're forcing me to be poor and depend on public transportation and public housing or be homeless just so I can be forced to have to follow more rules so more people, perps with narcissistic personalities can freaking illegally control me. They don't want me with ownership or anything or freedom. Excuse me. So, but yeah, I've been forced to have to be dirtier lately and try to not use up as much of the rubbing alcohol. Um, and then lately they've been, it's summer, so they have so many flies touching me and dirty people and dirty perps touching me and stuff. Like they have people who are not homeless and they have men who have a place to live and they just walk around with dirty clothes. They think it's cool or fashionable or trendy to walk around with dirty clothes and dirty pants and stuff. And then they get offended when you don't want them to touch you or get close to you. But they have so many perps that brush up against and violate my personal space and bump into me on purpose, maliciously and intentionally. Excuse me. Oh, my hips hurt. I could cry. Excuse me. So last night, oh, oh, my hips are extremely sore. Last night, so after I got done, you know, ordering the rubbing alcohol, and I ordered my favorite granola cereal and some milk, and I was gonna save it for today to eat. But I was forced to have to eat some of it last night, and that was my so-called dinner because I tried to order buy one get one free chicken wrap. Um, and with the buy one get one free chicken wrap, what happened was, I well, the app did not let me know that the restaurant was closing in 5 minutes. But they let me know about when other restaurants were gonna close in 20 minutes and this and that, whatever. So I didn't know that that restaurant closed at 9 o'clock. So I waited almost an hour for my food, and they just kept canceling, drivers on me. And then I just canceled the order, and thankfully they reimbursed me my money instantly when I said, the restaurant is closed or whatever. And they refunded me my money instantly. And so now, um, I was able to have like 20 something dollars left over, and now I got help with like 10 more dollars. I woke up to a donation. Thanks to y'all for the who helped. And so now today I don't have to worry about asking for help for dinner or nothing, um but I was trying to see if it was healthy or not to to drink like a quarter of a gallon of milk in one day, because trying to get rid of the milk and not drink it all. I'm sorry, to get rid of the milk and drink it all and not let it go to waste. So, um, so then, yeah, I just put the granola cereal in one cup, the hotel cups. I put one in one cup and then put some milk in another cup and just had 2 cups of the milk and 2 cups of the cereal, because I can't carry it around with me. And then around 11 o'clock today, I'm going to wait till 11 o'clock to have the rest of the other cereal and milk, and then, sanitize my belongings and try to brush my teeth and pack up and leave. I might, if I remember, I might try to see if I can have a way to try to put the gel in my hair and try to show y'all, the gel in my hair. Um, the little bit of gel that I have left. Um, my sleep last night, maybe because I ate cereal, it wasn't, I was able to get some sleep, but it wasn't perfect. But maybe I should have slept with another pillow elevated on my head. Maybe I could have slept better. Um, but I heard it's supposed to rain today. Um, you know, I heard it's supposed to rain today. And you know, and I heard it's supposed to rain overnight. I was so tired yesterday, so tired last night. I was dreaming, could not wait to hit the bed, you know. But I was so tired, you know. And I don't know if I should wait till 11 o'clock to eat or just eat, or should I just eat the cereal for breakfast. But it's supposed to rain harder today than yesterday, and it's supposed to rain overnight, so I might need help with another hotel night, you know. Um, oh, my hips hurt so bad I could scream. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get me some more sleep and try to put this phone on a charger while I sleep, and then I guess get up and get ready to pack up and leave. But um I don't know if any of y'all watching this before 11 o'clock Central Time. If anyone can help me with $100 for another hotel night. But I love y'all. I'm gonna get off here now. I'll see y'all. I would like to work on some writing, but it depends on how my tiredness levels and where I'm gonna go and everything. But I'll see y'all.